Welcome to the studio. A little problem. I have a new song. It's called Black Heart. It's all finished. That's good. It sounds amazing with a singer-songwriter. I'll play it to you throughout this video, but I have the feeling that something organic is missing. As you know, I love synthesizers, so it's a full song with synthesizers. The vocals already make it a little organic, but I need something more to connect it. So I thought today, since I got a new mic very recently, a Shure mic, it's right here, KSM313. Very versatile, a ribbon mic. I absolutely love it. I've tested it so far on some recordings that I did. Today is the first time where I'm actually recording something that will go into a song. So I would love to take you through the process, as well as give you some tips and tricks. And the first one is definitely the most important. Whenever you record and you want to get the most out of your microphone, no matter how expensive the mic is, you can achieve great results by following these tips. Number one, room acoustics. If you record in here, fully absorbing studio room, it sounds all good. It sounds all nice. If I clap, sounds tight. Let's compare it to the worst room possible. This one right here is probably the worst. Very reverby, narrow room. It just sounds bad. It's even hard to understand me just talking. And I know some of you would say you add reverb anyways. Why not record with reverb? But then you're not that versatile. You can't change it afterwards. Also, removing reverb in post is a pain. Just record without reverb. You're way more flexible. Next up, a very inexpensive solution. We did it here in the vocal booth. We mounted the mic stand to the ceiling. Helps a lot. If the singer-songwriter, if they start dancing, tapping their feet, the vibration doesn't transfer through the mic stand into the microphone. So it's isolating it, putting it up on the ceiling. It's just 5 minutes. Whoa. There is another tip. Don't have any random stuff in your vocal booth. If I clap, I can hear the drums, but we recorded last drums. Today we're not recording vocals, so it can stay in here. We're recording guitar in another room. But yeah, make sure there is nothing within the room. Even me just talking, I can hear the metal ringing. Make sure there is nothing strange within your vocal room that transfers any kind of added sound. It's really hard to remove in post. Isolating with the mic stand, if you can, to the ceiling. And then right here, we got like this little spider that is suspended. Let's get the microphone, put it in there. So you see, it just doesn't have any contact. No transfer of any weird kind of sound. Another very simple tool, very inexpensive, and a must-have for every kind of studio is a pop filter. It's just this kind of mesh, and it prevents air hitting the membrane. So if I talk, there are some consonants like P where you output quite a lot of air. This prevents really hitting it, and you don't get that kind of nasty sound. There is almost no way to remove it in post, so a pop filter always in front of a mic. This also helps to prevent spit entering your mic. It's an added bonus because some singer-songwriters are like quite wet. And it also helps you to guide the distance for the singer-songwriter from the mic. Some get too close. Sometimes you want to have them close to have like a bassier kind of sound for speaking stuff like podcasts or documentaries. You really like the bassier sound. But usually for singing, I'd say like at least like 10 centimeters. And with it, you can kind of force them to keep a certain distance. Next up, microphone types. So I personally prefer having something like this, the Shure one, because it's versatile. Ribbon mic, it has on the front, it sounds a little different than on the back. One side is a tiny bit brighter, the other one has a little bit less highs. So you can just flip it around. For example, if you record guitars and you want them to sit nicely in the mix, it makes sense to record them with a little bit less of high frequency so it doesn't muddy up the mix there. So you can really choose already and sculpt the sound while recording. Same applies to all other microphone types. Some of them have more dynamics, less dynamics. You have like small diaphragm microphones, big ones. You have some that need phantom powers, the dynamic microphones that are more for live and that are more like pointy, that pick up patterns. You have some that pick up just from the front, just from the back, front and back, all around, omnidirectional. This really depends, but I'd say just go with a standard all around mic when you're just starting out that is able to record everything. If you're interested, I'll link this one down below. And these have the big advantage, they have these joints right here. We can like change the angle and just clamp it, tight it up. There are like pivots in there that you can just flip around. Just here like this. You can turn them around. You have like 2 thread sizes. They are way more versatile, way more stable, and way less expensive. So I'll put this also down below if you're interested. We use them exclusively instead of mic stands that are just flimsy, just fall. And if you spend a lot for a good one, it's like really, really expensive because it's like audio stuff. I don't know why audio stuff always has to be so expensive. They're way cheaper, a better solution. Anyways, let's move this around to the amp. Get Andy, the gear guy, because he's a way better guitar player than me, and record a very simple part. Again, it's just like this added tiny bit into the song to make it a little more organic. I need your pro guitar playing skills.
My pro guitar playing skills?
Yeah, it's simple. You'll be able to do it. So I think you can clearly hear the difference between the front and the back. Gives you more versatility. So far right now, my go-to versatile mic for everything that I record. It's good for voices, good for guitars. Again, if you're interested, I'll link it down below. It can also handle a high amount of like SPL, a high amount of loudness. So you can use it for recording drums, recording live concerts. Everything is possible right now. As I said, my go-to that is versatile. But again, for every kind of scenario, you need a different mic. Some are really good for female singers, songwriters. Some are really good for drums. There are like specific mics for everything. But as a beginner, I would advise that you just get something that can take all of these tasks. So you save a little bit of money, and then you can buy more specialized mics depending on what you record the most. Anyways, let's take this guitar bit and implement it into the song, and then hopefully release it within a month. I'll play you a little snippet at the end. That's pretty much it. If you have any other miking tips, getting more of your mic with the least amount of effort, just let me know in the comments. See you again in a couple of days or weeks here on this channel. Sign out.